rubber meets the road, we stand tall. Through the grit and grind, we answer the call. Voices rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need.
Hey, welcome to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl, broadcasting live from Fishbowl Studios here in Bedford, Texas. We are proudly sponsored by Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack. Ow! If you ride, make sure you have Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack on your side. Welcome, Pitbull.
Welcome, Sideshow.
Oh, man, before we start the show, I got some heartbreaking news. He was a guest on the show. He has been with the 99% Radio Network since its inception. He's been a supporter. He's an avid motorcycle rider in the community. He's been for years. Anthony Bear Oliver passed away this morning, and our hearts are breaking. He was somebody who really took the community by with his heart, doing things with brothers and sisters at Cook's General Hospital, and supporting every cause out there. Our heart was, goes out to the family and friends.
Heart like a bear.
He had a heart like a bear, so please keep the Oliver family in your thoughts and prayers today. Getting back to what Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack, Sturgis is in full bloom right now.
I wore my Sturgis shirt. It's the 80th, but hey.
Yeah, but all the motorcycle riders, everybody's going up there. We've already had how many deaths?
I want to say Lori posted it was like 20.
20 deaths, and we aren't even in the full week of Sturgis. Please, if you are riding your motorcycle up in the Black Hills, in the Needle, anywhere, don't drink and ride. Some of the law enforcement officers up there are saying that it's contributed to speed and alcohol. Make this a pleasant vacation for yourself. If you're going to ride, do not drink. Park that bike and Uber it. It is just
do
too
the
dangerous
rides
out there.
and then go to your hotel and then Uber it into town or however. I get it. There's so much going on. I mean, there's so many destinations to go to in Sturgis to party and listen to bands and all those things, but you got to be safe because it's not about you sometimes. It's about the other drivers as well. So please be safe out there. Yeah.
And once again, if you're not used to navigating the roads up in South Dakota, they can get windy and twisty, and keep that speed down. Where it says 5 miles an hour, stay at 5. Go 4 miles an hour. Exactly. Man, we got some great guests coming in today, man. We're calling in from Nashville, Tennessee. We have military veteran and Black Hawk aviator Ryan Weaver, who we're going to see at the Celebrity Softball.
I met him last year at the Celebrity Softball, and we became besties. I'm going to call that. But I asked him. We talked about being on the show and stuff, and it was funny. I was like, "Hey, just text me. Here's my number." And he's like, "I already have your number." And I was like,
"Ooh, Springer."
He doesn't watch. No, just kidding. That's my husband.
Yeah, well, he's a country music star, so
and he's got a great new single coming out.
Is he like one of those guys on those lists? Those lists? No, I'm just asking. I'm asking. Everybody's got those lists.
Just a good person that I love that I know. But he's been, in Celebrity Softball. You're going to see his new video coming out. He's a patriotic country music artist, and he brings that pride back, and I love it.
I was listening to that song, I Want You Back.
I Want to Go Back.
And it was so family orientated. It was just a great song, and it gives me chills because it really thinks about that hometown feel.
A lot of his songs are like that. I mean, a lot of them, and it's all about patriotism and being proud to be American and bringing it back. Like you said, it's like back in the day, growing up, driving in the truck, getting the girl in your truck kind of thing.
And it's that family atmosphere again, and that's like something we need to bring back throughout. on every
The
aspect.
grassroots.
And the music, listen to the music, and you'll feel it in your soul. We're also we're going to honor and remember, our fallen military officers who died in Jordan. Isabella Gonzalez, she was right here. She was a hometown resident right here from Carrollton, Texas.
Just like young age of 19.
They showed her graduation. She just graduated from Hebron High School. They showed her walking across stage. Such a beautiful, beautiful girl. Went out there to serve our country, to serve everybody. So me and Pitbull could be on the air for freedom
And talking the way we talk.
talking the way we talk, because she was willing to sacrifice her life for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we can never forget. And Black and Gold Harley up in Anna is going to do a memorial ride. Alan is going to be doing a memorial ride this Saturday. We're going to have Christy with the leaders. She's going to be on here, and she's going to tell us how you can get involved, how you can help out the family and support. And, this is one thing that's huge. When we see a big support, the family feels that people care and they're never forgotten about.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned to that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from our sponsor, and then we'll be back with more after this.
Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Glenn Larson Law and Biker Wolfpack Law. And I got one simple concept today. Don't be a tough guy. Don't try to do it on your own. And also, don't talk to the bad guys. So what do I mean? Don't be a tough guy means go get medical attention right away and tell the doctors everything that's wrong with you. Make sure to do that, because if you don't, it's going to mess up your case. Number two, if you have a problem with your roof, do you hire a roofer? If you have an injury situation and you need help, hire legal professional representation. Our firm is one of those firms, and we stand ready to help. Number three, most importantly, heaven forbid, do not speak to the insurance companies without legal representation. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betties, and I ride with the 99% radio.
Hey, will make a difference. Louie and I ride with the 99. We're going to raise some money for you guys. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Reed, 11B, and I ride with a 99.
My name is Isaac with Pink Bowie, and I ride with the 99.
All right, welcome back to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl multi-award-winning
show.
Next week we may have a little change. We changed our time, going now at the 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock hour. Next week we may be changing a little bit of studio background,
a little outfit.
Yeah, we may be going to.
He's gonna have to wear pants.
Oh.
It's gonna be a full-fledged body shot.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna move down the hall to a nicer studio. Not so much a nicer studio, but a different vibe. A little different vibe. Yeah. More comfortable.
Couches. I like it.
And there's no table.
So none of Larson doing that.
No table.
So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. You get to see how tall we are.
But I am out of Facebook jail, so now I hope you're watching us here on the 99.
People tuning in right
now.
now.
A lot of people tuning in. I want to say, Mama T, once again, thank you so much. I see you're on here. Our conversation today was very heartwarming. The loss of Anthony is is tremendous for the motorcycle community and to the nonprofit community, because he did so much for so many. And he was on here I think it was last year, and and it's
Big
so
Care Bear.
sad. Yeah, big Care Bear. To
Tough to
think
hear.
that's why we have to live life each day to the fullest. And I think Anthony did. Anthony lived life the way he wanted to live it. He lived it in the greatest manner. And God bless him and his family. It is a tragic loss, and we're going to give you more details on arrangements and everything else as they come in, because his family definitely deserves it. I want to thank Judy Lamp, Jeanette Nunez Ponytail. She's tuning in.
I saw her this past weekend. We were at the Harley Davidson. I was picking up parts.
I saw you with the
They gave me the horn.
I got to tell you.
I didn't know it was like a drill with a horn.
I got to tell you, I saw the picture of you. I'm like, is that Pitbull? Is that Pitbull? It was a different angle, and it was you had no makeup. You had no makeup on. And I'm like, wow, she really looks good with no makeup. you look great. I tell you, I'm like, no, Pitbull's older than that.
I am. The lines were still there, but no, I go up to Harley because they're giving me the parts to make the custom trophies for the August 22nd Baggers and Betties. So we're making custom plaque trophies out of the spare parts from Harley Davidson.
Very cool. Very cool.
So when I get home tonight, that's what I'm doing. I'm welding.
And you're going to be...
I'm welding.
You're welding?
I'm welding.
All right.
I'm learning.
Now I'm getting a whole flash dance thing,
Yeah, I get the whole... Well, my husband does it.
See, that's what you should do. You should be in your garage with a big water bucket.
Not with the welder in hand, though. But yeah, so my husband taught me how to weld. He's teaching me how to weld because he's done the past few trophies that we've done for like pinups and pistons and stuff like that. So yeah, we went to Harley and we get to go in the back and dig through all the parts. And I was there and then realized they had, all the fun stuff going on.
Very cool, though.
And then Micah comes up and they have the drill that has 3 bullhorn things on it. And I'm like, that's what it is? He's like, yeah.
That is so cool.
Loved it.
So, they sold it as soon as every time they sell a bike, either they're blowing the horn or hitting the gong at one of them.
All the bikes are like, get on the bike and blow the horn.
And that's one thing I love about Harley Davidson's all across the country. It's like when you buy a bike, when you walk out of there, people know you bought a bike.
Well, it's like welcome to the family.
That's right. And, and right here in Texas, Harley Davidson, you go there on any given Saturday, you're going to hear that bell ring or
any
those
given
horns
day.
Go 8 or 9 times a day.
Any given day. I've been there on a Wednesday before the show, a Tuesday, and they are selling bikes constantly.
Yeah, they are flying out.
I can see it from my house. It literally is right over there.
I want to welcome Mike Panici, man, NYPD retired detective from Mike Panici. He's tuned in. Mongo, I will see you tomorrow. Can't wait, brother. Can't wait. Be flying out to Vegas to see the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'll be here holding down the fort.
Yeah. Mama T is going to keep us posted on everything. Thank you very much, Mama T. Appreciate it. Her and Bear go back decades, 4 decades. They so we're going to keep you in our prayers as well, Mama T. It's a tragic loss for everybody. Is Lori on?
I heard
Lori. I heard a beep. Is that Mongo?
Mongo's
Mongo
always
twice.
on.
Mongo twice. But Lori's in Sturgis, so I don't know what's going on.
She could be anywhere.
She is probably overwhelmed right now.
There's a lot.
If there was 20 deaths so far in Sturgis.
Not to say just the accidents
and
all that. I mean, she's a busy girl over there.
She's definitely probably got her hands full.
Look, she got a ride in. I saw a little bit. So she got a ride in prior, but then. Because I guess people, this is the week, but she got there a few days prior to Sturgis starting, which a lot of people do, kind of get those rides out before the crowd comes in. But then that week of everybody being there, it's a lot.
I saw it hail. Did you see the hailstorm?
I thought you saw her.
No, the hailstorm that came down?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm like, man.
Bipolar weather.
For
sure.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said 1 minute it could be hailing, next minute skies are nice and shiny.
It's always been beautiful when I went. We maybe one time went and it rained, but it's always really. I didn't expect it to get hail though.
Now you rode those roads. You rode on a bike on those roads. I've never been to Sturgis yet.
They have
What are some of those roads, like the Needles?
the
stuff like
Needles. Love the Needles. Went to Rushmore, and then oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel dumb not remembering the Indian monument.
that? Pocahontas,
It's a male.
Chief Running Blood,
Chief something.
Chief Running Blood.
They've been building it for like 50 years or whatever. But the rides are amazing. My favorite one, and I couldn't tell you the little town, but we went up through the mountains and stuff like that. There was a little gas station, not a gas station, but like a general store. And there was a lady sitting outside. I mean, I'm talking general store where you walk in, it's one little room and it's like vintage stuff inside.
Like stuff's got dust on
Yeah,
it.
yes. And she's outside with a cooler selling beer, and her bottle opener was a big metal dick. And she's just out there popping beers, and she just lived it like next door to the gas station thing or the general store. That was one of the favorite. It was on the way to Rushmore. It was like the halfway spot. So you see all these like little like towns that probably don't get a bunch of business, but then Sturgis comes in, and we bought like probably every beer that was
Crazy
in there.
Horse.
Crazy Horse.
Thank you, Ponytail. Thank you, Crazy Horse. This is why we need audience participation.
Yes. Crazy Horse was cool. Crazy Horse is like the big monument that they've been building. It has an Indian. He's like pointing with the horse and everything. They've been trying to carve that thing forever. It's beautiful. It's but not gonna lie, we went there and we rode all day. So we went inside and watched like the history film. It was a great place to take
Let's
a
get
nap.
back out on a bike.
Take a nap.
But the roads there, I mean, the roads are beautiful from what I've shown, and
Wide open.
but they're windy and very hard to navigate if you're inexperienced or even an intermediate.
Well, what I noticed
rider.
is like a lot of people that have those big fat tire front end, and they're going down these windy roads. They're not meant for that. I mean, and there's a lot of hills where you go down, there's a stop. So you have to pay attention where you're going. Don't just think it's like cruising the whole way. You have to pay attention because there's either a lot of assholes around you that are not.
Plus you have car traffic as well.
Car traffic, people that don't understand it or don't care. And then there's a lot of like the downhill and stop. So you have to kind of be ready for that.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But
So
I love
I
Sturgis.
can see how people can lose it. Yeah.
We stayed in Spearfish, which is a little town next to Sturgis, and they had a Spearfish brewery that was right down the corner from our house that we rented. It was amazing. You just walk down. I loved it. I mean, I loved it. It's just hard to get there. I wish we can get back there, but I've been to Sturgis twice.
Maybe next year we'll go.
Maybe we said that the past 3 years.
Yeah, but next year, we'll book it now though. Next year we'll book the 99 to Sturgis.
Riders Bike Supplies there too,
and so is Moonshine Bandits.
I saw
Moonshine Bandits are out there. We're going to talk about the Red, White, and Booze cruise coming up in May. But what I found out today, remember we talked about Wyatt's Lemonade?
Yes.
Wyatt's Lemonade is the kid. He's been doing it for so many years I think he started when he was 8 or 9 years old. And the road coming into Sturgis, this kid set up a lemonade stand. So I saw him. So I started following him on Facebook, right? Because last year he raised over $120,000, and that goes to all the first responders, and it helps offset some of the costs for Sturgis. So he's got a cup in his hand. Right? Did you see this?
I don't think so.
He's got a lemonade cup in his hand, and it's proudly sponsored by Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack.
Yes, Glenn gave him a bunch of cups.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, that is so cool.
Perfect.
Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack has sponsored all the cups for Wyatt's Lemonade stand, and I thought that was so cool.
I love that.
I was like, wow, no. I was like, I know that guy.
I know
that guy.
I know him. No, I like Sturgis. It's definitely one of the things. If you haven't done it, it's a bucket list thing. I've had a couple people, which I was surprised, they were bikers and like, I don't really want to go. I'm like, you have to do it once. It's just the experience of the beautiful rides that they have. I'm not big on the nightlife. I did go out a few times because I'm usually tired.
You're a day drinker.
I'm a day drinker.
You're a day drinker.
I mean, like you get out and there's food vendors like out the wazoo. There's like a noodle lady that I've seen every year, and it's amazing.
It's a great place to go people watch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was my favorite day. We went riding all day. We went to the Jack Daniels booth, and they served prime rib at the Jack Daniels booth. So me and my husband like sat there with a barrel looking table, ordered prime rib right on the street, and we're just watching people go by, and we're eating prime rib, and it was amazing. It was like this big. It was huge.
You ate it all?
I ate most of it. My husband ate everything, but it was. But I love
Yeah.
that. The street food, people watching, all that. And of course, they have all the concerts. They had Snoop Dogg there when I was there.
Yeah,
Fortunately, I didn't make it.
What, you were asleep?
Yep.
Oh, already?
It was like at 9.
Well, they had Kid Rock out there.
Mhm.
They had the Moonshine Bandits out there. They had, I think Leonard Skinner was out there.
I think
this
they just
year.
said there was a surprise performance by AC/DC in one of the places too.
Very cool.
Like the real, not ACBC. It was
Yeah.
AC/DC. Yeah.
Wow. You know, Sturgis puts on a hell of a show, man. It's a great place to just vacation, man. and
As
go
far
out
as
to
bike
ride.
week goes, and you want to ride in some good scenic routes, it's Sturgis.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Daytona Bike Week, but there's not much scenery when you ride. Yeah, I like the beach, but that's more like the party zone. But Sturgis
Yeah.
is more about getting out there and doing those rides that you've always wanted to do.
Isn't Daytona more, I don't want to say, but more of the
It's very spread out.
sport bike?
There
out
was
there?
a lot. There's You're
not going to see many.
because it's just flat. It's
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with
Yeah.
it, but
Sturgis is more of the Indians, Harley
biker.
Davidsons, the custom motorcycles.
Mhm.
And I'm just looking on Facebook, and I saw some of the amazing paint jobs, the different things people do to their bikes. Give you so
Or
many great ideas.
Rizzo interviewed some guy that had
the
his
naked
whole-
cowboy.
Well, that too, but he interviewed the guy that had the bike was all covered in animal skin. It had like he was a taxidermy or something. And it was
Johnny's
like-
in Sturgis.
No, that was in Daytona. My
I
fault.
was gonna
That
say,
was in
Johnny ain't
Daytona.
Sturgis. Yeah.
That was Daytona. But the guy has been to Sturgis, and I remember seeing him at Sturgis.
You
He's
just
got,
like watching the naked cowboy.
Not really.
He used to be in Manhattan.
I thought so.
The naked cowboy used to be in Manhattan.
He's not truly naked. He's
No,
got
but
a
he's in
little
his
ski-
shorts. But he used to
They're
play.
not shorts.
He used to play in Manhattan all the time, and
Boots and a Speedo.
Yeah. But I saw Johnny Rizzo with
Yes,
motorcycle.
that
Mayhem.
was Daytona. I remember
Daytona.
saying-
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, I didn't.
The
think
guy
Johnny
is,
was-
I think he was from like Arizona. He's been to Sturgis. He got down to Daytona. But yeah, everything's covered in like taxidermy, like skins. And
Ooh.
it was kind of cool.
Well, you like that kind of stuff. Where did they get that skin from? Is like,
He killed it.
oh, I say, you sure it's animal skin? He puts the lotion on the skin. Where did that skin come from? He only knows.
I don't.
Now
have a
you're thinking.
comment.
Now you're
I
thinking.
am, and
Now you're thinking that could be a Dateline special.
I don't think anybody cares.
The guy who this belongs
Maybe
to
PETA.
whoever
Maybe
owns his
PETA
skin.
cares,
Well,
but
Are we sure it's animal skin?
it is.
How do you know?
You just shoot the damn thing on the side of the road and you skin it and you put.
You can
Put
do
it
that
on
to
your
a
bike.
human.
It wasn't that. It's not that.
All right, we went off the rails a little bit. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and we're going to continue this conversation about Sturgis and our upcoming events. Your
we got a big one coming
your
up.
Baggers and Betties, and the
Baggers
Red,
and
White, and Blues
Betties.
Cruise, and the Celebrity Softball. Right after this.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitch on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smile, standing at attention. Season waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
I'm David with Thunderbird Biker Supply, and I ride with the 99.
Hi, I'm Maria. And I'm Misty. And we're with POF, and we ride with the 99.
Hey y'all, I'm Janie Balderas, and I ride with the 99.
Voices rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name. Get in the truck.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
Welcome back to the 99. Thanks for riding with us, man. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company. I can't say enough about those guys. You know, they have top-rated motorcycle apparel and gear for everybody's needs, man. And it's free shipping.
Who doesn't love that?
Along with the free shipping, you get a discount.
Use code 99% and you get 20%.
How is that? Is
on your entire order.
I know. And you know, as a woman, you know, guys just shop.
They just look at gear stuff.
Guys just shop. But as a woman, when you look at their website and you look at some of their apparel and you look at some and you felt their leather, you've wore their leather vest. As a woman, what do you think?
I like it because you got the breathable leather cuts, you got the flannels on there, you got the jewelry, you got the handbags. It's all on there. You can accessorize, you know.
Yeah.
And I like the cut because it was. Some of them are really thick and they're really hot. And being down at 100,
And
what are we
like stiff?
And it was not stiff. It was not stiff at all. And you can put your patches on it like you want. It has the sides or doesn't have the sides of the lace. You can pick your style. Many ways to wear it. And it's lightweight. And you can fold it up in the saddlebag easy. And because I have a cut that's pretty tough.
Right.
Which I don't know why it's tough, but it is. And it just seems like you're like in like a
body bag.
Yeah, like a straight jacket almost.
Yeah.
You know, and if you got big chest, you want the soft leather because it doesn't feel like it's holding everything in. It's very breathable, and in the heat, you need that.
Yeah, and that's what really does suck, especially here in Texas. When you got a thick vest
it's
on,
holding your tits in.
My boobs, my man boobs. You know, I hate those sweat marks underneath. You know, you get those sweat marks underneath your boobs. But when you're on your bike and you get that thick leather, it's like, oh my God, it's just not.
You want to feel like you can move. I don't want to feel like, you know.
And it's good with the jackets too, because the jackets, all other jackets are stiff. You know, it takes a couple of seasons to break them in. You know,
so if you have the jacket and you put the cut over it, it doesn't feel like you have an extra layer. It feels like it just goes with it, and it's lightweight.
Yep. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company.com, Milwaukee Motorcycle Company.com. Check them out. You know. And you let us know. Give us a rating on them. If you don't like it, you know, let us know, and you know, people will buy it back. Well,
tell it to your mama.
Well, speaking about you know, leathers, and let's flip the topic a little bit, and let's head over to the Battling Betties and Baggers and
Betty's.
Betty's.
Yes. So speaking of leathers.
There we go.
So Baggers and Betty's is going to be August 22nd at Texas Harley Davidson. It is a bagger bike show, which we don't care if you have a bagger or not. Bring your bike. It's $30 registration, day of. We collect that. That is actually your donation to help the Fort Worth Aviation Museum. And then we have a pinup contest at 2:30. So the event's from 11 to about 3. Pinup contest at 2:30. $1,000 for first place pinup.
Ooh, I saw some of the pinups, man. There's going to be some competition at
You
this.
bring some
There's
good
gonna be
girls
some
when
competition.
you offer $1,000. Yes.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of girls. You can still join the
Now, if you're
pinup
not
contest.
if you're not a Betty, for those that are out there, if you don't have to be a Betty to join the pinup contest.
No,
correct?
none of the girls in the competition are Betties right
Oh,
now.
okay.
It's strictly just girls who like to do pinup. The theme is Rockabilly Biker. You just email me 3 pictures of yourself in pinup. You're in the contest to win
nice.
$1,000 for first place. Yeah.
Well, how about giving your email address?
It is battlingbettiesdfw@gmail.com.
BattlingBettiesDFW@gmail.com.
It's posted all over the place on our thing. So yes, and we got food trucks.
Now, guys, you're not going to be sending pictures of any bikini shots.
No.
All right.
There's
Pitbull
no
doesn't want that.
identifying with a female. You have to be a chick
Yes,
to
yes,
be in the
yes.
pinup contest. Yes. So we have a food truck. We got the drip food truck, which I love.
What is that? I saw that
It
dip,
looks so
it
good.
does look great.
So she was actually at our Pinups and Pistons. She was a contestant in the Pinups and Pistons. She's I don't remember. I don't want to say American Airlines. She's a flight attendant, but she has a food truck as well. And she's going to have turkey legs, smoked meat on a stick, and all the things.
Oh, wow. It looked really good.
We got the mobile cigar lounge, again, from Rebel Mobile Cigars, which we love, which is an AC unit that they will have outside. So you can smoke your stogies outside, enjoy the pinup contest, show off your bike. There's going to be cold brews from Harley Davidson, like they always do.
Yeah.
And we've got a DJ. Yeah.
With $1,000 prize. It's worth it just to get into the contest.
Just getting
now, who are
pinup.
your judges? Your judges are cool too.
So,
you got some cool judges
I got
judging this contest.
JJ Thompson from
Landman. I was watching, and JJ Thompson. If you see him, I was watching Landman.
How could you miss his sexy ass? Just kidding. Sorry, I know you got a girlfriend. I'm just saying.
I was watching Landman the other day, and there was that. He's got a lot of. I didn't actually know he had that many scenes in Landman.
Because I watched it before I knew him, and then I went back, and you're like,
yeah, but he plays such a good role. He's part of the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the one sitting in the passenger seat, jumps out. He is the man.
Mm-hmm.
He is the guy who is he just sits there and he's the one that doesn't get shot. So I'm sure there's more roles for JJ coming up for the next season, but he plays a very intimidating role.
Yeah,
in
he's
Landman.
a little intimidating when you see him in person. We got to hang out with him at Comic-Con.
But he's so soft spoken.
He is.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
He's a cool dude. And he's also going to be in the celebrity softball game as well.
Yep.
But yeah, we met him. I think I met him maybe the first time at celebrity softball.
That's when I met him.
And then we met him at Comic-Con again with Chaz Taylor.
Yep,
Chaz-tastic. Yeah, he's going to be a celebrity judge. I have a few others that might be showing up. I have to confirm them. But maybe there's a female that we all know that might be in there.
Ooh.
I don't want to say it just in case she doesn't show up. And then, of course, Tattoo Mark is going to be a judge because,
anywhere there's pretty girls.
There's pretty girls, he's ready to be on the judging panel.
Yeah. Speaking about Chaz-tastic over there, he's filming a movie.
Is he?
He's out there filming a movie. He is in Maui.
Oh.
Yeah.
They let mullets in Maui?
They let mullets in Maui. He is filming a movie, and I don't want to give up too much of it, but he did send me a little preview clip, and it's really cool. I think this is going to be the next Caddyshack.
Oh,
Caddyshack
or Super Troopers.
No, it's gonna be a Caddyshack meets what's the other one with the golf movie. So I remember Caddyshack.
Tin Cup.
No, all right. So it's gonna be Caddyshack, Tin Cup, and with Adam Sandler.
Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. So it's a crossbreed between all of those with a little extra special. And I think Chaz does a great job so far in it. So I can't wait to see this come out. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It's going to be Chaz-tastic.
It's going to be Chaz-tastic.
He's going to be at Celebrity Softball. That's where I met him way before Celebrity Softball, but him and his moonshine. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Really?
The cherry moonshine is how I met one of my buddies. We were sharing some moonshine cherries from Chaz.
I want to hear the Chaz story with the moonshine.
That was it. He was
he was a
sharing the
Betty?
moonshine with, and that's how I got one of my new buddies, because we were sharing cherries from Chaz-tastic.
Oh, okay.
That sounds really weird, and I redact the whole thing.
All right, erase. You didn't hear any of that.
Erase. Do we have that on a? No, don't say clip it.
No, don't say clip it. Well, so we got JJ Thompson, like you said, Chaz-tastic. Let's roll into the Celebrity Softball Classic that's coming up September 12th here at Ryder Stadium. You know, last year was epic. This year is going to be beyond. You know, celebrating 250 years of America, their birthday. They are honoring the men and women from 9/11 for the 25th anniversary. So we're going to have a lot of first responders out there on the field. Last year's fireworks show was amazing. I can't imagine what they're going to do this year.
It's going to be
huge. It's going to be huge. Ryder Field always knocks it out of the park. And to celebrate the 250th birthday, I'm sure it's going to be double of what was last year.
So get on the website, see if there's tickets still available for seats, because the game starts around 4. You want to get there a little earlier, because if you get there earlier, you can get some autographs. I mean, it's not stiff like going to a Ranger game. You can actually get right down to the field, get some autographs, bring a ball to get autographs on. I mean, everybody's super friendly and welcoming, and they want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's epic. I mean, it really is.
You know, have you looked at some of the lineup that they have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, every day.
I'm like, I know him. I know her.
Yeah. Every day they're adding more people. So they have so many current football and baseball players.
Yes. They have a lot of athletes.
These athletes are coming in
Cowboys,
from all over the
Chiefs,
country. Yes. Ravens. A lot of football.
The Rangers.
A lot of big stars coming in. A lot of celebrities coming in.
Rocker Steiner.
Steiner.
I've been watching him since last year. Dude has blown up since the last time we saw him.
You know, I just saw a thing on Rocker, and I'm sorry that his doctor denied him. He can't go back into the ring yet.
Oh, I didn't see
because
that.
he got a bad neck injury.
I believe it. I've seen.
Yeah, I think he had some surgery. But he's gearing to get back up on the horse, you know, or the bull. And,
I did see the picture with his shirt off on. I was impressed.
How many times you watch it?
It wasn't a watch. It was just a still picture.
Oh. How long did you? All right. How long did you gaze at it?
Enough. I was like, dang.
Yeah. Rocker is an amazing guy. He was fantastic at celebrity softball. And once again, when you talk about, and he's bigger than life. You know, for a young kid, he is so much bigger than life. He's got such a great outgoing personality, man. He is just. I mean, he's funny. Boom, right in your face, man. He's like, oh my God, I gotta have a drink with this guy.
I will.
Yeah, you gotta have a drink with him. He is so fun, so charismatic. He is just a great all-around guy.
And he owns it. The originality. I saw him at some event and he had like the black leather jacket on with the black. He's like, I'm trying to be like Johnny Cash, but country kind of thing. Love it.
Yeah, he is.
And he's really young-ish.
For a young kid, man, he handles his fame amazingly. He handles his success amazingly.
Well, he's real. Even though he doesn't, he's not hoity-toity. He's real to you. Like, if you got something to say, he's going to come back with something.
Yeah. But he is definitely larger than life. He's a great businessman. He does his job, man. But I just seen that his doctor said, wait, doesn't want to get him any hurt, doesn't want.
I can't imagine what your body takes on that, because you see when you're out there, I'm like, I'm already getting whiplash just watching it.
Yeah. When you look at the PBR and you look at these guys that ride these bulls and ride these horses, man, they get banged up big time.
So I get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, but I mean, if you win.
I think he did.
Yeah, he did. But that the guy who loses is getting bagged up just as much and not getting as much money.
True.
But that's a culture. That's a lifestyle.
It is. It is. Really, you don't just jump into that. Like, that's something. I mean, he's like couple generations into it.
It brings me back to you were with me when we were at we went out with JFW and we put him on the bull.
Yeah.
That was over at by Ranger Stadium, right? At Live, and we put JFW on the bull.
I don't know why I left my nachos for that.
I think it was a 4-second ride. He couldn't even get on
He got
the bull.
one hand back up and then down.
And he just came down.
Well, there's a lot of muscles you realize you have to use, and
It's not easy. It's not easy at all, man.
that's why they put them up at the bar.
Yeah. But it was a lot of. Did you watch him on the screen?
It was on the big screen. I
on the
didn't
big
even have to
screen?
leave my plate of nachos.
Were you guys cracking up when he couldn't even get on the bull?
Yeah.
He's like looking at it like, and it was,
Yeah, my kid and his friend were like, there he is.
yeah.
Yes.
That was pretty funny.
So-
Did your kids start school today?
They did. He did.
Oh.
I say they. I got one. He did. Yes.
Well, great.
6.
6th grade. He's king of the school, man.
Actually, I think it kind of is. We did the whole.
King of the school.
They don't have meet the teacher. They have the school drop off thing. So we went and did
Meet the dealer.
Meet the dealers. And he's like, "Where's my homeroom?" I was like, "Honey, you don't got a homeroom. You got a full schedule." But as we were walking through, a lot of saying his name. Hey, I'm like,
girls,
yes.
Oh,
And they I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Yeah, Springer. Who's gonna have the talk with him? You or Springer?
Probably Springer, because I'll be too mean about it. And I'm not a man. I mean, I don't know. I've never had yeah. But the 6th grade, really,
Yeah.
you gotta have that. Yeah, you do have to have that talk that early.
Yeah.
Because these little girls they didn't have the awkward stage of make it. They go straight from elementary to woman. And you got to watch out.
You got to watch out. Man, I'm glad I don't have kids in
That's why I only did one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to all the parents out there whose kids started school today. God bless you. I'm sure,
I'm happy.
I'm sure a lot of bottles of wine open today, man.
Like, take them back.
A lot of bottles of wine open up. And the teachers probably cracked open a bottle of wine today.
When they got home.
As soon as they got home, they were like, "Oh my God, what is my year going to look like?"
Yeah, hopefully mine got home because it's like 45 minutes after they let out.
Is he riding a scooter?
Well, we took him today because he had to take. He's doing band, so he has a saxophone.
Oh,
so we had to take a saxophone.
That's a cool instrument now.
That's what he thinks. We'll see if he does it.
Oh, that man. See, hey, listen, Max, if you're a sax player and the girls are already looking at you, you are in, boy. Let me tell you something. The girls who love the blues, always the best.
Those girls don't even know about the blues.
Oh, but when he starts singing it, they're gonna be like melting. Be blowing. He'll be having.
Do they have birth control for boys?
He's gonna have the perfect lips, man. He'll be blowing on that saxophone. The girls will be like,
la 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 la.
"Play me like a sax,
La, la, la,
Max."
La. No, it's my baby you're talking about. But no, he has his mini bike. I don't know if they're gonna let the gas powered mini bike get there. I don't know, but he does have his electric if he needs to.
Very cool. How far is the school from you?
Like 4 blocks,
Oh, that's
maybe.
not too bad. That's not too bad.
But it's the crossing the road that I'm worried about because other assholes don't know how to pay attention is what I'm worried about. It's not very far, but I'm worried about the other people because I'll be driving home and people just go straight through the stop sign like nothing. It's a brand new neighborhood, so they're like, "Oh, that doesn't pertain to me. They're optional."
And I'm glad you brought that up because remember, for those who we've gone through the whole summer not worrying about those flashing yellow lights by the school zones. Remember, take caution when you're going past the schools. Remember, those flashing lights now are in effect. We're going to have kids crossing, buses, the whole bit.
Well,
we don't want to see any kids get hurt.
Made me a little upset is that they start the flashing lights for the school like a week or two before the school starts.
To try to get everybody prepared.
I get it, but to me that people know, well, my kid's at home. I don't need to. And so they get kind of like, screw it. And then I think they just need to do it on the day of and then have like people out there and watch your kid. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
You know what? School zones is school zones for a reason, man. Those kids, and especially nowadays, kids are on their phones just walking across crosswalks. It's very dangerous. So, if you're driving by the school, just know your route. Know your route.
Know your route and pay attention.
Definitely pay attention. All right. Speaking about paying attention, let's go into the Red, White, and Booze cruise
let's do
before our guest gets here. She should be here in a little bit, unless she got lost. I wonder if she's waiting outside. Let's take a quick break.
Let's find her.
Yeah, maybe she's sitting outside going, where the hell are they? Which studio are they in? Let's take a quick break and see if our guest is here. We'll be back right after these messages.
When you happen upon somebody that has DV, disabled veteran license plates, don't automatically assume that those belong to a man. Hi, my name is Maggie Peterson, and I am the founder and CEO of Camp Shield. I started Camp Shield because of my own traumas that I had experienced pre-military, in the military, and post-military. And I knew that there needed to be somewhere safe and secure for women veterans to come heal and grow.
I think what Camp Shield truly did for me personally is instill a sense of purpose that I love. I love being a part of the community, but I also love serving other women veterans. My life is different because of it. Very different. Transitioning out of the military is difficult for many women veterans. First of all, while we're in the military, we are very visible. When we transition out into the civilian world, we become the most invisible veterans that there are. A lot of times, they never speak about their military service. Unfortunately, because a lot of them experienced a really tough time in the military.
I went because I wanted something for my life. Not thinking that would happen.
Things happen to women veterans in the military, such as military sexual trauma, that people don't want to talk about, and it needs to be talked about.
And not thinking that I wasn't somewhere safe, that when you report it, nothing happened.
At Camp Shield, we like to say, connections save lives.
It's like somebody hand you a toolbox, and you have a lot of tools in there to work with. It's the best way I can sum it up. There are a lot of tools, and they're my own personal tools.
The women that come through our programs will tell us it was not only life-changing, but many times life-saving.
I was in the Army for 17 years, and they do a great job of breaking you down and building you into a soldier, but they do not prepare you for coming back to being a civilian, to living in society.
We build from the resilient challenges that we faced while we were in service or out of service, a space that is peaceful and a space of women who are celebrating what they've been through.
What we believe in at Glenn Larson Law is doing one thing and doing it really well. When I meet people, I always tell them, we're going to uncover every single rock possible. That's the medical component, that's your story, and your voice.
We've solely focused on personal injury, whether that be a slip and fall accident or a commercial 18-wheeler, a motorcycle or DWI, motor vehicle accident. We specialize in that and that only.
When someone says, my neck really hurts, I know exactly how that feels. There's so much more to an injury case, dealing with the pain level that people go through and how it affects their lives. And I know how to advocate to make sure that the insurance companies take all of that in consideration in every case.
We're very transparent and open to always keep them informed and stay on top of their case at all times.
Because we're a little bit smaller in team numbers, we're able to really dive into every single case and develop not only a client relationship, but a friendship and a lifelong connection.
We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll meet you anywhere, at the scene, in the hospital, at your home. Whatever's best for the client, we will do every single time.
There is a connection component that I believe our firm is committed to. We want to be connected with you and your family beyond this case, so that you know that you have a lifelong partner. Not just a case, but a lifelong connection and a lifelong voice. And we look forward to serving you.
Yes, you did.
Battle and Betty's, and I ride with the 99% radio.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitch on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battle and Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smiles, standing at attention. Teasing waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl. You know, we are all about supporting our first responders and our veterans. And today, you know, if you live here in Texas, you know all too well that we had lost one of our own from Carrollton, Texas. She was a graduate from Hebron High School, and she was out serving our country, Isabella Gonzalez. And we have family and friends here and that are doing a memorial ride out of Black and Gold Harley Davidson in Allen, Texas. I want to welcome you guys. Christy, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How about yourself?
Very, very good. Very well. You know, the memorial, let's go down. Monica?
Yes, Monica.
Monica and
Brian.
Brian. And in the foreground, we got, we won't give you say name. Don't say my name.
It's like, leave me out of this.
Monica and Brian, you guys family?
I'm actually a friend of the family.
You're friend of the families.
Yes.
Okay. You know, once again, on behalf of the 99% Radio Network and all our listeners, you know, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and your friends. You know, such a young age, fighting for our country. You know, it's great to see young women and men taking the oath, raising their right hand, and serving our country. We don't have much of that anymore.
Yes.
Right.
You know, we really don't. And right out of high school, she was like, I want to serve. So, Monica, why don't you tell us a little bit about Isabella that you know before we get Christy to talk about the ride.
So the biggest thing that family has wanted me to express is her love for her country, her choice to join the military, and what it meant for her. At her, you know, raising of the hand to swear in, she said, "I know that I'm scared. I'm scared now, but this will go away." And it did, because she was doing amazing things out in Jordan. She was part of a group that was basically recreating how, what are they called? Oh my gosh, the drones, how drones work. There was no books for it. There was nothing for it. This is a young girl that went out there to fight for her country and to, you know, basically reclassify how we fight terrorism and so forth. So the biggest thing that Terry has always expressed, you know, she loves her baby. It's her baby. And she calls her baby every day that I speak with her. And she misses her daughter, and she wants her to be memorized, like, for, you know, forever. She's like, I want to do things that honor her name. I want to continue to do things that honor her name and that will get people involved. And also at the same time, continue to hear from her, like, year by year, and that people continue to come out and support the things that they're going to have for her.
You know, when you say continue to support, and that's what the important part is. You know, people say we die twice. You know, once when our heart stops beating and they put us in the ground, and the second time is when people forget about us. Right. We can never allow someone to die twice. You know, and that's why it's so important. That's why me and Pipple are here each and every week. We emphasize this all the time. You know, it means so much to the families and the friends when people come out and support. It's a healing process. It's a thing. She, you know, Isabella went out there right out of high school. She was in another country, away from Carrollton, Texas, away from her home, or away from the suburban area. As scared as she was, she did it for you. She did it for
Yes.
you. She did it for
Amen.
all of you.
Yeah.
So we can put our heads down on our pillow at night and sleep well. You know, this young girl had the bravery and the love for our country to go out there. We could make that same sacrifice and that same effort for her. So, you know, Chrissy, tell us about what's going on with Black and Gold.
Well, Black and Gold, we are going to be starting at 8:30 in the morning. That's when we're going to start the registration. We do have an itinerary that is going to follow, as I'll let Brian get into that a little bit more. But we're going to start at 8:30. We're going to do registration all the way up until, I do believe, 9:30.
Correct.
We are going to have a donation table that is set up in honor of her. We're going to have plenty of pictures, and we're actually going to do a few special things that we have set aside for the family. But I'm going to go ahead and let Brian take it from here because he has a little bit more of the information on
Welcome,
the itinerary.
Brian.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. We really do appreciate you letting us use your platform to kind of spread the word on this memorial ride. But my role in this is pretty much hosting this on behalf of Isabella and the family. And our goal is, one, to honor Isabella and the sacrifice she made for our country. And the second mission is to support the family. And as you can imagine, the family, I don't know how else to say it, they're going through heck on earth right now. So we just want them to know that we're in their corner, and we're just asking the community to stand up with us and show the support. And our goal is to do this with integrity, including get the family involved, because it's for them.
Yes.
Now, as far as the details of the ride, Christy's right. Black and Gold, amazing organization that allowed us to use their lot to stage. So we're gonna start about 8:30 in the morning. Let all the bikes, cars, hot rods, whoever wants to come, minivans,
So any kind of wheels.
any kind of wheels.
Yes,
as
come
long
out
as
and
it's,
join.
yeah,
We need
street
your
legal,
support.
come on through.
Yeah. Jeep community. Speaking about
Yes.
the Jeep community,
Yes.
a big supporter of this,
They-
man. Get those Jeeps
absolutely.
out there as well.
Absolutely.
Broncos.
About 9:15, we'll do some opening ceremonies. Where we'll explain exactly what our mission is there to the entire crowd. We have a local ROTC cadets coming out that are, represent the colors. We're going to allow the family to speak if they want to. But again, it's all for them, all up to their comfort level. And then we're going to have a good time. Our end location is a establishment called Tin Man Social in Little Elm, Texas. So it'll be about an hour ride, which is going to be a very nice
This
ride.
is Saturday.
This is on a Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
it's going to be on
Sunday.
August 16th.
August
on
16th.
Sunday, yeah.
Good, because I'm flying out to Vegas tomorrow. I'm coming back Friday. I was
not
glad.
about you,
I'm glad I
Sideshow.
didn't miss it. No, I want to be there. I was like,
Well,
oh man.
I was about to say,
I'm
you'll
like,
be
oh,
back
man,
in time.
I'll be back in time. Woo. Okay, so it's Sunday. All right.
Yeah, Sunday. So it's going to be an amazing event. We have a great team volunteering their time to get this organized. So when you talk about community, from the volunteers to the family getting involved, to all these organizations that have donated either their space, time, when the definition of community, we're going to see it Sunday. So again, we invite everybody to come out, be part of this. It's going to be very special for me, special for the organization I'm representing and all that. So we're really looking forward to it. It can't come soon enough,
Right. I don't want to be remiss. Isabella was killed in action, and I think I have that picture up of the 4. That weekend we lost 4 military
Yes.
service members, all young kids. God bless them for doing what they did. But Isabella was right here, our hometown, Texas. So if you put that, you got the picture up.
You said donation table. So are you looking for certain kinds of donations, or is it just
So
cash?
there's 2 things. You want to jump on this?
So essentially, the goal is to raise funds to create a foundation that will give back to military service members and other individuals, and scholarships for ROTC. Like, all of that's in the works right now. So any money that's being donated is going to continue honoring Isabella Gonzalez and helping the family through this hard time, and continuing to honor her name. So yes, any donations will be used for that continuation and foundation that she is in hopes to create. And your money will sponsor that.
And we will have not just the cash donations, but we'll have QR codes that are actually linked straight to the American Legion, and that money goes straight to them. That will go to the actual foundation that they are using for the scholarship fund.
Perfect.
Now, Isabella, she's a young girl, military background in the family, or?
So essentially, she chose to be part of the military. She came home one day and told my mom. Well, I have a video actually that she sent yesterday, and I was listening to her, and she said, "I want to use this as a stepping stone. I want to use this as a stepping stone going forward in how I'm going to lead my life in the direction I'm going to lead it." And I was listening to her, and I was very impressed by it because it is a.
I know. I'm thinking the same thing.
It's a brave stepping stone, and I also want to mention that her mom said something very innocent, so beautiful yesterday. She said, Isabella, whenever she was sad, she said, if you're sad, hug a tree. So we were joking that she was a tree hugger and so forth yesterday. So remember that. If you're sad, go hug a tree. Apparently it works.
So like, usually people that go into the military, they have a military family or somebody pushing them. It really warms my heart that she did this all on her own. That she said, hey, I want to go do this.
Well, there's great opportunity when you join the service, and that's what she was thinking. Like, I want to have opportunities with the service and go after that, and that's what we need more for our kids to do that are growing up. Like, there's a lot of opportunity when you join the service.
Well, and just even seeing some of her friends in the interviews that they did, they all said that she was very welcoming and wanted to be disciplined and look forward to her service with the military. So it's definitely an honor to be a part of this. And it's taken a whole entire team, and it's been, Brian, we have a guy named Chris Martinez and myself that kind of started this, and, Monica's joined and pitched in, but it's taken a lot, and without the people that are supporting us and the businesses behind us, we couldn't do it, so we appreciate everyone that has a hand in this.
She also planned, I also wanted to mention, she was scheduled to come home September, and Terry asked her through text, what's your plan? Are you going to extend? And she said, honestly, I wouldn't mind. So that should tell you where she was, and that she wanted to be there, and she was doing what she loved.
She was proud to do what she was doing.
Yes. Exactly.
I love that.
That should be an inspiration to every young person out there, and following Isabella's footsteps. You don't have to have that military background of the family behind you. Be your own person. Be your own person. Start that, and once again, come out on Sunday, August 16th, and celebrate her life. Celebrate with her family. Celebrate, and give back, and keep her memory alive through these rides. I hope that this is the first one. I'm sure it's not going to be the last.
No,
I'm sure it's not going to be the last. The American Legion. Now, was she part of that? Did she? Was she part of the American Legion?
So her grandparents are in Harlingen, Texas. They go every Wednesday, Saturdays. He was the one that was, Wednesday, Saturdays to go dance, apparently. Mom is not, but because she is one of our own, and I say that because my husband's a veteran, my child's a veteran, she's one of our own. So we pull together, and I feel like that's what the American Legion did. Like, we're family. We're going to be here for family. We're going to stick by family, and we're going to make sure that she's okay, and that, we're here with whatever she needs.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring up Ryan Weaver next. And I'm sure if Ryan's listening, he's on, right? Yeah, I'm sure Ryan's listening. Ryan is a two-time Gold Star member as well. Ryan lost his
Green Star.
Gold Star.
Gold
Star. He lost his brother. And he lost his brother-in-law, one in Iraq and one in Afghanistan. So he knows the pain that this family. I'm sure he would like the honor to share some words with you to pass off.
We would love to have him.
You would love to. I'm sure, because he is a patriot through and through. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to open with one of his great songs that he just came out with, and I'm sure it will touch your hearts as well. So when we get back, stay tuned, because we're going to bring on Ryan Weaver, and we're going to bring this whole veteran family together and really make a difference. So stay tuned.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies. and this is Brake Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Brake Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Brake Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking, you slow down, it turns on. Brake Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
I wanna go back to my hand on my heart, standing at the start of class, to monkey bars on a playground with my dad. Yeah, I sure miss that. I wanna go back to run to the music coming from an ice cream truck, to first in line for bomb pops and we're in luck. They're just 2 for a buck. Yeah, back to the good old days, back when liberty was safe, back when everybody stood together and we believed it would last forever. Back to shaking hands, back to remembering the past, back when red, white, and blue wasn't ever put last.
I wanna go back to Johnny Cash singing by that ragged old flag, riding along in the truck with us in the back. Yeah, I miss days like that. Back to the good old days, back when liberty was safe, back when everybody stood together and we believed it would last forever. Back to shaking hands, back to remembering the past, back when red, white, and blue wasn't ever put last. I wanna go back, yeah, I wanna go back. With everything I've learned, one thing I know, no matter where I've been, I wanna go. Back to the good old days, back when liberty was safe, back when everybody stood together and we believed it would last forever. Back to shaking hands, back to remembering the past, back when red, white, and blue wasn't ever put last. I wanna go back, yeah, I wanna go back.
Hey, welcome back to 99% Radio Network. I want to welcome direct from Nashville, Tennessee, Ryan Weaver. Welcome, Ryan.
How y'all doing?
Pretty good, sir. Pretty good. How are you doing? How's Nashville?
Doing great, thanks.
Is it as hot as it is in
Texas?
Nashville is here?
There's nowhere hotter than Texas.
I am doing the best that I can to hear you guys. The commercial and the video were super loud on my end. And I can barely hear you guys, unfortunately. So I apologize if I miss a question or something.
Oh, no worries. Can you hear us now?
I can't. I mean, I could barely hear you.
Ryan, I just wanted to introduce you to the family. I know you've heard on the news. We lost our 4 military members in Jordan a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
and Isabella Gonzalez, who's right here in Texas, Carrollton, Texas. We have family member friends here that are doing a ride, and you know all too well the loss and the pain from somebody who was killed in action, who was serving our country. I was hoping maybe you could share a few words that they can bring back to the family.
Yeah, I know that, well, there's really nothing that I'm going to say or that anybody's going to say that's going to make it hurt any less. It took me quite some time to, I was in a really dark place for several years. My brother Aaron and I were deployed to Iraq together in 2000. I was there in 2003. Well, we were both there in 2003, 2004. And he was non-deployable, had a waiver to be deployed. He had cancer, had to get bi-monthly blood screenings for his cancer, and was a passenger in a medevac helicopter when it was shot down on the way to one of those screenings. And then my brother-in-law, Randy, was piloting a Black Hawk in Afghanistan in 2013, and an IED took his helicopter out of the sky. They had a passenger that was actually ejected at the top of the mountain and survived, but Randy didn't. So we became a 2-time Gold Star family. And, you know, I've spoken to fellow surviving family members at Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, or TAPS, and at several other organizations, and really trying to tap into their strengths when it comes to the love that they have for the person that they lost. And this was, when I say surviving, this is everything from suicide to toxic exposure to actual death in combat, and or training, or whatever it may have been, any military service member that they lost. And the biggest piece of advice that I could give after being on the backside of it, first off, I will tell you that birthdays and holidays and hearing my brother's voice and all these things, it still hurts. It's still difficult. And I decided to start chasing my dreams in Aaron's honor. And this was before Randy died, and then Randy died, and that amplified the fuel to my fire to want to be successful. And the first thing that I say to every single person out there who has been in my situation, because it's such a tragic, it's not like you watched them die over time, or that they were older and lived a long life. You're talking about young people. I was watching the photos again of those we lost over there. And the best thing that I can say is that, and every single person is different, but the best advice that I can give is, the moment that you decide to start living your life in their honor, as opposed to letting that loss define you and hold you down, 1 million pounds of weight gets lifted off your shoulders. And for me, I was in a balance in between until I decided to start doing music and chasing this dream in Aaron's honor. And I made a promise to myself that every time I stepped on stage, I would always tell their stories and never let people forget their sacrifices. Constantly wear their dog tags, the honor tags around my neck, and let people know that how much they meant to me. And there was just a little piece of healing every single time I did that. And being able to combine my motivational speaking with a concert and that kind of stuff has also been great, because get to know the folks in the crowd and tell them about Aaron's story and Randy's story, and how I went from boots in the sand in Iraq to boots on the center circle of the Grand Ole Opry to Madison Square Garden, AT&T Stadium, and arenas across the nation. And all of that was in their honor, and using that loss as a fuel to my fire to be successful. It really, I've had several folks, fellow Gold Star family members, fellow surviving family members, that have appreciated that advice. And I mean, I really wish, it's still tough, especially when you know what that family's going through.
Yeah,
we're sorry for your loss.
What those moms are going through, and those siblings as well, because those are usually the folks that are forgotten. You don't realize the impact that loss has. And I'm still, I'm a normal person. I'm just a dude that gets to live a dream, but I'm also me. And anybody that comes and watches me on stage, they get to see how much being on stage matters to me because of the healing aspect of it, and finding that avenue of healing for those that have just lost their family members. It's going to be a difficult journey, but I know they'll find themselves on the backside of it in one way or another, whether it's hurting less or it's being inspired more to change people's lives, whatever it may be. If any aspect of what I've gone through is the life that they have. And the thing is, I encourage every Gold Star family member that is dealing with these losses to reach out to me as well, because I've spoken, I can't tell you the number of Gold Star family members I've talked to, the folks that were killed in Afghanistan. I interviewed 4 of those families and got to talk to them about their loss as well. And being a spokesperson and going and speaking to groups and having them come to my concerts, fellow Gold Star family members or surviving family members come to my concerts. And for a perfect example, Karen Bingham, her son was on that Pennsylvania flight, the Let's Roll flight. She was she's the executive producer on that last music video that you saw. We became friends when she came to one of our events, and it's a gift to be able to do that. But I hope that if any of them watch this, or any of you folks are, on the panel, as I was watching y'all talk about the amazing things that you're doing, I'm looking at my laptop down here while I'm also looking up there. But, if you want to reach out to me, if there's anything that I can do to support and be involved, then obviously I will do the best that I possibly can to make that happen. I travel an awful lot and get to do really cool things like the celebrity softball game that I'm going to get to do here in a couple of weeks. But
we just invited the family.
That was a really long answer, but I am a storyteller and a songwriter, so you kind of get that.
Well, yeah.
Ryan, we just invited the family to the celebrity softball. So we're going to have them sitting in the stands as well.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah. Once again, today's show, we want to dedicate it to Isabella Gonzalez. We want to dedicate it to Aaron and Randy, Aaron Weaver and Randy, your brother-in-law. We want to dedicate today's show to those veterans who sacrificed their lives so that we can do what we do each and every day and be able to speak and bring this platform to you. It's because they fought for our freedoms. And that's, like I said, that's something we can never, ever forget. Randy, you've had an amazing career. You feel it in your song. Like I was listening to Burn the other day, and you can feel the passion in your song that you want to give back. And when you write one of these songs and when you're writing the lyrics, what's on your mind? I mean, it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough to put the pen to paper.
I'm going to make sure I got your question right. My air conditioner just kicked on, and that was the only thing. I turned it all the way. It's like 90 degrees here in Tennessee, so I apologize. But
I know, that's right.
If you can give me a thumbs up, I'll look on here. Did you ask me what my inspiration for writing was?
Yeah, yes. No, yeah, I could feel the passion. You could hear the passion in these songs, but like I said, when you're journaling or you're writing, you feel your emotions coming out. It's got to be tough on some of these things. Like one of the openings in your song, you have a kid asking his grandfather, why do we remember Grandpa in World War II? Because he fought for us, he served for us, and the things that you write just are so powerful. How does that feel? Like healing process? How does it make you feel when you write that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, if everybody goes and listens to my songs, you're going to see varying degrees of seriousness and a serious message or a fun message. But the vast majority of my songs, like Burn, Let's Talk About Heroes, Never Forgotten, What You Think of Me, No Second Chance, although the video is pure energy and getting to do a whole lot of fun things. I did that with a great friend of mine, Tony Ryan, who passed away, but he was a cancer survivor. And I actually wrote that song in his, because we thought it was going to be his celebration of life. We did it in a lighthearted way because he really didn't want something sad written, but he also, he lived such a spectacular life of doing incredible things. And I got to do a lot of those things with him in the music video, including flying a helicopter. And that was one of the first times I'd flown since the day Aaron died. I flew in Iraq, but you know, as a pilot, it was cool to do that. But you know, you listen to Let's Talk About Heroes. The first verse in that is about my grandfather. He was a belly gunner in World War II. You listen to What You Think of Me. That song was written on the 10th anniversary of Aaron's death, about Aaron. We actually released it on the 20th anniversary of the last day I saw him alive in Iraq. Let's Talk About Heroes is, you know, it honors law enforcement, first responders, military, the music videos for that. If you watched I Want to Go Back, which y'all just did, if anybody's coming in late and you want to watch it again. I got my nephew in there. I've got my wife in there. I've got my brother-in-law in there. The message, you know, my dad passed away a few years ago, and I wrote that about him. I get in to go back, you know, with my dad on the playground, and you know, you try and put those positive messages in there, because right now there's so much negativity out there. And anybody that's on social media, straight up, my music, we put out I Want to Go Back, and I'm extremely shocked at the amount of momentum that we got on a lot of my other music videos. But we put them out a couple years back, and we put this out, and it is, I could post something that may be controversial on social media, and potentially controversial, which is, if I post something patriotic on social media, it turns into a controversial conversation. If I post something to honor these heroes that sacrificed their lives on social media, it could potentially be, you know, controversial. But post a music video with an inspiring message that's unifying, and it goes nowhere.
Well,
it goes nowhere on social media. So my hopes are that people see the messages in my music, the lyrics that I was fortunate enough to sit in a room with other great writers to write, and they see those messages, and they want to hear that music, as opposed to some of the garbage that we're seeing right now, not necessarily music, but everywhere else. And it inspires them to want to do something special, or be something special with their lives, or honor somebody that made the ultimate sacrifice, or that serves their country or serves their community, because that's really what the messages have been predominantly about in my music.
Ryan, have you always been a singer, or like, was this sparked right after Aaron's death, or did you dabble in music beforehand?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry. I got to get close.
Did you dabble in music before? Like, were you a songwriter beforehand, before Aaron's death, or afterwards? You just took, like, because
did it?
No, I actually, when I was in flight school, and I tell this story all the time, so I'm not, you know, I don't usually talk about my family too much, except for my wife, my current wife, whatever. But I was going through a divorce in the middle of flight school, and I was broke. And flight school was 1 year and 9 months long for me, and trying to find stuff to entertain yourself in between the studying and flying and whatnot, and not having any money to do it. I started doing karaoke at bars, because I could go and, you know, get a glass of water or a soda for the night and entertain myself. And I entered into a karaoke competition because I love singing. I didn't realize it was something I really loved to do. I mean, this was when I was in flight school. I think I was 27 or 28 in flight school. And I entered that karaoke competition. I won. And it wasn't because I could sing great, because I'm not a great vocalist, and I know that. But the entertainment aspect of it was really what got me the win. I mean, I was singing Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, for goodness sake, and won a karaoke competition. So
go figure,
it was really a performance aspect of it. But then when I got done with flight school, after I'd entered several karaoke competitions, I was singing karaoke over in Germany, but went to Iraq, and there was one of my fellow unit guys brought his guitar with him, and I started writing over there. I actually started writing. Now, back in the day, even in high school, I wrote poetry and short stories, but I never knew anything about songwriting, and didn't know anything about song structure. I did play the violin from 4th until 11th grade, so I knew music, but I didn't know about the singing aspect of things and the entertainment aspect of things, and it came kind of naturally. And then when Aaron died, I decided I was going to start chasing this dream in his honor, because I'd followed in his footsteps my entire military career, and he was my standard bearer for success in the military. What he did great. If I got promotions at the same time, or I whatever it may be, he was that standard bearer, and for the first time really in my life, I had my own his footsteps were no longer there to follow in. So I made my own path in that regard. And, the military gave me the discipline, the drive to want to be successful and stay, keep my mind focused on the mission. And as I said, his loss was really a massive fuel to my fire to be successful. And then again, when we lost Randy, it did the same thing. I mean, even more. It was like a bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's definitely showing in your music. You've definitely inspired a lot of people that we've played the music for.
Yes. My mom is obsessed.
Yes, your mom is. She's like, I want to meet Ryan.
That's great.
When we talk about the music is everything. Music is soul. Music really
music is poetry.
It is poetry. And with what your words, bringing back, I just did a Channel 8 interview with about 9/11.
Let's brag a little bit.
Yeah, yes. But we talk about the month after 9/11 where there were flags on every household step, and people came together, and everybody was it didn't matter what color, race, didn't matter anything. It was everybody was human and came back together. And we lost that. We lost that after a month and a half, 2 months after 9/11. But your songs bring that back. Your words bring that back. They make you feel like it did a month after 9/11. It connects it. It connects people.
Bringing the pride back.
Yes.
Bringing the pride back to America.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I want to go back. That's really what I wanted to do. When I did Burn, we were honoring the Benghazi 4 that we lost and my 2 brothers. When we did Let's Talk About Heroes, we honored our law enforcement and military. And I actually, when I wrote Let's Talk About Heroes, it was really during the height of when our law enforcement were being vilified and attacked in the streets and dealing with all of what they were dealing with. And our military service members, a lot of folks didn't realize that we still had military service members. Once the Iraq drawdown happened, a lot of folks didn't realize we still have military service members all around the world and the sacrifices that they had made. And obviously my brothers being, 2 of the thousands of military service members in recent conflict that sacrificed their lives for this country, it was important to me to, put that message out there about law enforcement and our military to kind of give everybody a new spark to honor them and provide some opportunities for them to see a positive message as opposed to what we're seeing all over the media in that platform. Because, coming from a first person perspective on that, with my dad being a former law enforcement officer, my brother-in-law being law enforcement, my uncle being a former law enforcement officer. You name it, I've got a family of law enforcement. My sister being military, my brothers being military, my grandfather, my dad. We have a family of service. And it was important to me when it came to Let's Talk About Heroes of making sure that we showed that aspect. And also one of the things in the video, folks go watch, a lot of folks don't realize that law enforcement show up first, a lot of times before firefighters do. And we wanted to depict that in the music video as well, to show that everybody puts their lives in danger regardless of whether they're being shot at or what it may be. They're willing to put their lives in danger to save and protect, save others and protect our country. And it was extremely important to do that. And then with I Want to Go Back, I kept thinking about, as a latchkey kid growing up as a Gen Xer, when we left, Dad said, come back when the porch light's on, and we found stuff to do and, fun stuff to do that was just, and I wanted people to be able to remember those times because we were so innocent and we all thought that it was going to last forever. And now it seems there's so many people that are focused obviously on their cell phones and iPads and all that, but there's nothing like a good bike ride to a playground to go hang out with your friends and and not have any of that involved. And going back to those days was what we wanted to show in that video. And if you notice, we were hurting in that video. I say hurting. I think we had 24 kids there, and I only knew one of them, and I was directing them all on exactly what we needed to get done. My nephew is in there with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is the black guy that was also in Crank It, my first music video that we put out. He played the organ in that one as well. But my nephew's in there, I was super proud of that, and great kid. But showing everybody, because we had all ethnicities, we had boys and girls, and it really Like they all played together and nobody said a thing about anything other than they just wanted to play together.
Just want to have fun.
And like
just
you
want to have a
said,
good time.
9/11 brought that back out in this country again, and I loved it.
Yeah. Monica wants to ask you a question.
First of all, I want to thank you for your service and for your servant heart, as well
Thank
as your
you.
family. I appreciate that greatly. And then my other question to you is, so Isabella has a sister, and you know she's going through possibly what you went through.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you had some words to say to Isamar today, what would those be?
And what's Isabella's sister's name?
Isamar.
Say one more time.
Isamar
Nisamal?
with an I. It's Isamar.
I got you. Sorry, I know that's kind of weird that I'm sitting with my head up at the camera.
I just noticed that.
My speaker's like right there. So
Pippo's loving it.
I would love for she's welcome to reach out to me as a fellow Gold Star sibling. You know, to even just a vent. Even if she doesn't want advice, if she just wants to talk to somebody who's been through. Sorry, now I, with the tears in my eyes, I got snot coming out of my nose.
Sorry.
I'm a real dude. She's gonna have a real conversation with me about it, and like I Aaron was a year and 9 months older than me. He was my only full blood sibling. I have half blood siblings and adopted siblings and whatnot. We have a cornucopia of siblings, but he was my only full blood sibling, and you know, it's if I don't know if she's gonna be watching this or not, but it's okay to hurt. I said for a long time, I don't want to hurt any less because I'm going to feel like I'm going to love Aaron any less. And I learned that it's okay to hurt, but it's also okay to heal. It's okay to feel good, and not feel guilty about it. Because I'm sure that she's got some survivor guilt because I had a lot of it. It's okay for her to still find joy in the things that she loves. It's okay for her to get upset when something like, I mean, I just got upset just thinking about it, you know. It's okay to get upset, and everybody's going to deal with this in their own way. And I would tell you, Jeff Struker, a lot of folks don't know the name, but some people may, but he was in Black Hawk. His character was in Black Hawk Down. He was the one that said P is dead. If anybody's ever watched that movie, when they lost their first Ranger, he was my brother's best Ranger buddy in Ranger school, or in the best Ranger competition. They were in the Ranger Regiment together, and he came to Aaron's funeral. He was the chaplain at Aaron's funeral as well, or his memorial service funeral. And he said something to me that stuck with me forever. It'll never go away, and it's that no one's going to walk in your shoes. You have to walk in your shoes on your own. Your shoes, your boots. I was wearing my boots because I had just come straight from combat. Was wearing my and that was the only. I had to go buy some clothes because I had 3 days of clothes to fly home from Iraq to Florida. But nobody is going to walk in your shoes or your boots or whatever it is you're wearing. Nobody's going to be putting their feet on the ground for you. And the most important thing is that you just keep stepping forward, that you keep walking forward, and don't let the loss be something that that makes you stop walking forward. It should be a reason, because she was willing to sacrifice her life for everything, and most importantly, her family.
And healing doesn't always mean forgetting either.
I'm sorry.
That's one thing that she needs to also know, that, you know, through the healing process, that she doesn't need to be scared about forgetting, because that's something that's never gonna go away.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
And
I just can't imagine,
because she has a
that's
choice
her
to
baby
find those
sister.
moments. She has a choice to find those moments to remember her in whatever way she wants to remember her. And if there's also something I could say that's, I mean, straight, this is a brutal truth. You're not going to be the same person ever again. no one that just lost their family member is going to be the same person ever again. But you have the choice and the voice, and they no longer do. And the choice of the kind of person that you want to be can all start with honoring them. And you're going to get surrounded at times because you are not the same person, whether it be strength-wise, whether it be decision-making wise, because you're going to make some bad decisions, because you'll make emotional decisions. You'll surround yourself with bad people because you feel like you need people around you to keep you from hurting or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
The quicker that you recognize that you're doing that, it's going to be either, or however quickly you decide to recognize that you are doing that, it can be either detrimental or extremely helpful for you to understand and be honest with yourself that you're doing that. And that's really hard to see when you're in a dark place, because I know how much she's hurting right now. I mean, I would never want anyone to have to be in that situation or wish that on them. So those are I think the best two things that I could say to her, and I hope she really can listen. And if she ever gets to a point to where she needs to talk to somebody who is outside looking in, please reach out to me, because I do my own social media. If she reaches out to me, and even if somebody wants to give her my phone number, I'm fine with that. I'm willing to lend an ear to her anytime she needs it.
That would be great. That's one of the things that I've said to her is, like, you need to find someone that can relate to you, because no one knows your pain like someone who's lost a sibling. And so I feel like it would be very beneficial for her to be able to speak to others who have lost a sibling as well.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate your being able to allow her to open up to you and call you in her time of need. I really appreciate that.
Another thing that I could recommend, TAPS is a great organization because they also bring together siblings that have been through the same situation or a similar situation, whatever it may be, and reach out to them if they don't reach out to her first, because it's a place for her to go, not just for one person that may have a certain perspective, but multiple people who have been through that loss. That's a great organization.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ryan, and this is what, celebrity softball coming up. Maybe you'll get a chance to meet the family, because if they come, maybe we can do a quick intro with you over there. But, this is what celebrity softball is all about. Is this your first year or second year?
Well, I met him last year, so
this be your second year, right?
I think you've been there more.
I've done it multiple years.
Yeah,
I've been there almost since the inception of it. I've done it. I've had to skip a couple years.
We're the
newbies.
We try to explain celebrity softball from our perspective. Explain it from your perspective on what this means to you when all these great people come together for a common cause.
Well, I think that the reason why I keep coming back, everybody's coming there on a voluntary basis, which is great. But the reason I keep coming back, honestly, is because of the families that are in the audience, and also the networking possibilities that you have on the field, because you have so many people who can make a huge impact in our communities, that have the platforms, the social media platforms, you name it. I mean, there's the financial connections, if there are organizations that are really needing funding support, you name it. But the networking has been incredible. And the relationships that I've built over the years aren't just with the people that are on the field, because I've met so many other families and so many other, I had a kid who was in one of the audiences for the game. I can't remember how many years ago it was. And I signed one of my batting gloves for him. And, he was just over the moon. He was there with his little brother, and we signed softballs and all kinds of things. So it's a really interactive game. Like, we go out in the audience and we're hanging out with folks and whatever it is. And I'm not one of the super big stars there by any stretch of the imagination. There's some massively famous people there, but they're all interactive with the crowd and whatnot. Well, I just found out that kid, his mom messaged me and said, hey, just want to let you know you inspired him, and he joined the military. And, it's one chance meeting of them that they happen to come to the celebrity softball game. But TK really puts this together well. And there's so much money that's raised for so many great vetted nonprofit organizations. And it provides an opportunity to get exposure for those nonprofit organizations as well. And TK is just such a class act. And you really got a bunch of people there that are like-minded, that are there to support our heroes. And it's a great love fest, I would say. It's a great positive message love fest when we all get together. We all have a great time and be silly. And it's just a cool situation to go to. And I really hope that I get introduced to their families. If there are more than one family coming, it would be amazing just to say hello. And if anything, give them a hug and cry with them.
There you go.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah. What team are you playing on by chance? FDNY or NYPD?
I'm sorry, say one more time.
Which team are you playing on?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the roster yet. Have they started putting it out?
I don't know if they have the teams picked yet, but I know if you're gonna be on Kislak's team, to bring beer so you can get up the bat.
I remember they put the rosters out last year, and it was a little bit late in the game, so I had no idea until we got the jerseys or we found out what color our jersey was going to be. I ordered my jersey and number just a week ago. So.
But we'll see you at the gala and the game.
So Ryan,
one more time. I'm sorry.
We'll see you at the game.
We'll see you at the gala and the game. You're in Nashville. Are you performing?
Are you performing in Nashville?
Say one more time. I'm sorry.
Are you performing in Nashville?
Am I performing in Nashville?
Yeah.
No, we've got my next show. I'm flying out Friday to New York to fly for the Navy SEAL swim that they're doing across the Hudson. I'm singing the anthem and going to perform a few songs for that. And then my next show is actually the week after that celebrity softball game down in Florida. It's for the Warrior Shield Foundation. It's our Warrior Weekend. Got Bo Bice and Sean Holcomb, two other. Everybody knows Bo Bice from American Idol. He and I are going to do a couple songs together, but he gets up with us. But those are my only two shows that I've got scheduled so far for the rest of the year.
Nice. Well, maybe we can see you on Sunday then.
Well, I would love for you guys to come and watch the show. It'd be great.
Heck yeah.
We will definitely make that happen. Ryan, I want to thank you so much for taking the time and being supportive to the family. And we cannot wait to see you at Celebrity Softball on September 12th. Follow Ryan on his pages. Check him out where he's going to be. Get to his concerts. He will inspire you in every aspect of life, man. And you've inspired us here today, Ryan. I thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. And guys, we'll get a whole bunch of content while we're there. I'd love to, chat with you then. And hopefully I get to meet everybody on the panel if all of y'all are coming as well. Yep. And I appreciate you having me on. I'm so sorry about the technical aspect of it, but I tried to do the best I could to hear you guys while this was going on.
It's okay. I didn't mind you leaning forward every once in a while.
We're gonna play you out with We're gonna play you out with Burn. So I want to thank you again.
Right on. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, brother. Take care.
See you soon.
Ryan Weaver, and we're going to play him out with Burn. And we'll be back after this.
It is important to remember that some of us come home at a price, and that some families are not so fortunate to have loved ones come home at all. Give thanks that you may reach that place. I do. CW2 Aaron A. Weaver, KIA 8 January 2004, Iraq.
13 Hotel, inbound.
Let it up! When you dare to take a breath, don't care about no medals on your chest. You're a steely-eyed killer shadow in the night. You were born to fight. You gotta light 'em up before they burn it down. Better dig deep and put 'em in the ground. Blood on their hands, they're hellbound. Save us all before they burn it down. It's a long way to home, but you won't take the hard road all alone. Just look to your left and look to your right. You were born to fight. You gotta light 'em up before they burn it down. Better dig deep, put 'em in the ground. Blood on their hands, they're hellbound. Save us all before they burn it down. You gotta light 'em up before they burn it down. Better dig deep, put 'em in the ground. Blood on their hands, yeah, they're hellbound. Save us all. Ooh, they're gonna burn it down. Save us all before they burn it down.
Mongo! Santa Maria!
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mungo.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, Mongo, sorry we ran a little late, but we're going to still get your Mongo log in, man.
He got an extra 10-minute nap. He's fine.
I didn't sleep today.
I'm sorry, man. That, I don't know if you heard that. That was all about the veterans and the Gold Star family. So I do apologize, but I know you, by all means, knows what it means to those families being a Marine and law enforcement.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I had no worries at all.
I appreciate it. So let's jump right into the Mongo log and let's get it started.
All right, so today's Mongo log is universal health care. The Canadian healthcare system was once heralded as a model of universal access. It now is at a critical juncture with over 1 million citizens lacking a primary care provider, exposing deep systemic flaws that threaten the national well-being and undermining the public trust. This publicly funded system, governed by provincial and territorial jurisdictions, relies on federal transfers to ensure equitable care, yet it grapples with unprecedented challenges in delivery and accessibility. What would you guess of the following medical conditions all have in common? Waiting for joint replacement surgery, extended wait times to see a specialist, blurring vision behind cataracts, or living with a progressive cancer while anxiously awaiting radiation therapy. These procedures are all free in the Canadian healthcare system. You just can't access them without a very common delay of 30 to 180 days. How much can little cancer progress anyway if untreated for 6 months? Nationally, Canada spends the third most money on healthcare compared to other high-income countries, that provide universal health care, yet it ranks near the bottom across the number of key metrics. These include the availability of doctors, care beds, magnetic resonance imaging, MRI units, and CAT scans. Canada's healthcare system, however, is praised for providing universal access to medically necessary services. All citizens and permanent residents can receive hospital and physical services without any out-of-pocket costs at the point of care. This ensures that the financial barriers do not prevent individuals from accessing essential health services. One just can't immediately receive the necessary medical care when it's needed. Who wouldn't mind waiting for up to 6 months when you learn that your child has leukemia? Canada's healthcare system faces significant challenges, including long wait times, a shortage of family doctors, and varying levels of access to services across the provinces. These issues stem from underfunding, outdated medical infrastructure, and the lack of healthcare professionals, leading to barriers in care for many Canadians. Canada's healthcare system, while designed to provide universal access, is currently facing several critical challenges that affect its effectiveness and efficacy. Many Canadians experience long wait times for medical services, particularly for specialist appointments and surgeries. In 2016, 61% of Canadians waited over a month for a specialist, compared to much lower rates in countries like Germany and the US. There is a significant shortage of family doctors, with an estimated 2.5 million Canadians lacking access to one at all. The country needs approximately 23,000 more family doctors to meet current demands. Nursing vacancies have also surged, with over 42,000 vacancies reported in 2024, leading to increased burnout and turnover rates among the existing staff. Access to healthcare services can differ widely across provinces and territories, leading to inequalities in care. Some services, such as vision care and dental care, are not universally covered, forcing many Canadians to pay out of pocket to rely on private insurance. The healthcare system suffers from chronic underfunding, which has resulted in outdated facilities and insufficient resources. Despite spending billions annually on healthcare, Canada's per capita investment lags behind other countries with more efficient systems. These interconnected issues create a cycle of dysfunction, making it increasingly difficult for Canadians to receive timely or adequate health care. Addressing these challenges will require comprehensive reforms and increased investment in both the healthcare workforce and healthcare infrastructure. It isn't universal healthcare that's the problem, it's Canada's uniquely restrictive version of it. In most provinces, laws restrict physicians from working simultaneously in the public and private systems, and prohibit private insurance for medically necessary services covered by their version of Medicare. These constraints do not exist in most other universal healthcare systems. Clearly, there is an imbalance between what Canadians receive in return for the relatively high amount of money they spend on their healthcare system. A study found that Canada was below average compared to other universal healthcare systems of 30 other OECD nations. Compared with performance of universal healthcare countries, Canada ranked 27th for the availability of doctors and hospital beds in 2023. Now remember, Canada doesn't have anywhere near the number of people that the USA has. Our up-and-coming social politicians, however, are apparently on board with the USA going to a completely governmental-funded and restrictive single-payer medical system. Even if we disallowed illegal aliens from participating, which we won't, because the liberal left loves caring for some illegal aliens, how in the world can the US afford a system like this? Yes, universal health care could work in the US, but its success would depend on the details of implementation and whether it can improve upon our current system. Some experts suggest that while it can theoretically provide coverage for all, the practical challenges are significant. Transitioning to a universal system may involve significant upfront costs. These costs are estimated to be between $25 trillion and $30 trillion over 10 years. I don't think that I need to explain to you who will ultimately provide these funds. A majority of Americans support additional federal efforts to help people get access to medical care. However, the level of support changes depending upon the words used to describe it as a policy choice. For example, in 2020, 63% of the public said that they favored federal action to achieve universal health care coverage, but only 49% in that same poll favored a single-payer national health care plan. We Americans love having a choice. Medical care policy is controversial because it's redistributive. Those of us with higher salaries pay more in Medicare payroll taxes than lower wage earners, but we are all entitled to the same benefits. A majority of hospitals in our country report that they lose money or are barely breaking even on Medicare, Medicaid, and Medicare patients. However, hospitals typically make about a 30% profit on employer-sponsored insurance patients to make up for those losses. It's an invisible redistribution. Opponents of universal coverage will argue that the country cannot afford it right now or probably ever. A huge pitfall on the path to universal health care coverage is the reality that to afford care for all, we probably need to lower the prices we currently charge for medical care. The healthcare policy debate will take place in the middle of a huge national discussion and perhaps reckoning about the systematic racism, because apparently Black and brown Americans have been subjected to poor and discriminatory medical care forever. Black life expectancy is 3 years shorter than it is for whites. Black babies and mothers are more likely to die than whites. Their shorter and sicker lives are apparently a reflection of the cumulative effects of the discrimination they have faced in education, employment, housing, and wealth accumulation than just their lack of medical care itself. Well, just cry me a river. Until junior high school, I grew up and lived in less desirable, or one might even say, Black neighborhoods myself. I went to the same schools and faced the same educational and environmental challenges as my Black classmates. I didn't get a white education. I received a public school education. Every kid I grew up with had the same opportunities and obstacles. Just to be clear, we didn't have home computers, no internet, and my family didn't own a set of encyclopedias. Am I a Rhodes Scholar? Not hardly, definitely not. However, it's only because I chose to be lazy. I didn't attend the Naval Academy because I chose to be lazy. I joined the Marines because I was not in my right mind at the time. However, that experience led to a career and ultimately, if not later in life, a college education. Life is tough. If you're uneducated, it's tougher. Education, especially higher education, takes little effort and some luck. Health insurance is available, but it usually comes at a price. That price involves some effort and sacrifice. In case you don't understand, it also involves having a job that offers a benefit package. Universal healthcare systems in the U.S. may lead to increased wait times for many Medicaid services. This is often due to higher demand for services as more people gain access to the healthcare system. There is a concern that with universal healthcare, the quality of care may also decline. Increased bureaucracy in the universal healthcare system may hinder efficient delivery of services, potentially affecting patient outcomes. Not to mention that the review board of not necessarily medical professionals may determine that your required services may be an ineffective use of available services. Old folks may need to accept the fact that they're close to dying or just ride out any issues that you may have like a champ. Critics argue that with universal health care will result in higher taxes for individuals and more expenses from the government. Funding a universal system will require a significant public investment, which will lead to increased tax burdens. The implementation of universal health care will introduce more bureaucracy, which will no doubt complicate the healthcare process. Healthcare providers will face challenges such as reduced pay or increased administrative duties. This could affect the motivation and the overall quality of the care provided. Funding universal health care largely relies on increased taxation. No one wants to face financial ruin due to unexpected medical bills, but we will occasionally do. Universal healthcare systems, even though they are advantageous, they also have associated drawbacks that can impact efficiency, choice, and cost dynamics. Universal healthcare systems frequently centralize appointments and resources, causing delays in services. Non-urgent procedures, such as a hip replacement or a diagnostic test, often face scheduling backlogs. Additionally, a universal system typically limits your options for healthcare providers. Governmental or agencies often control the networks of participating hospitals and doctors, restricting individuals from accessing out-of-network specialists. So with all that being said, have you heard the joke about universal health care? Well, it really doesn't matter. Americans won't get it anyway. And that, my friends, is that. Whiskey improves with age, and I improve with whiskey. My name is Mongo. Whiskey goes in, wisdom comes out. I smoke cigars and I know things. Mongo is out, and now back to you in the studio. And I read that real fast.
I like it. It was almost like the what was that car? The micro guy.
Well, universal healthcare, Mongo. I mean, you look at people in Canada and everywhere else, man. They're waiting for days in the hospital for universal healthcare.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They keep promising us that the same system, but it's not going to work.
We've talked to people even on the reservation, like the Navajo Nation. They got universal healthcare, and it's horrible. It's horrible treatment. It's not the top of the line healthcare.
No, absolutely, and that's going to be the idea is great. We are just so big that it's just not going to be effective and efficient for us.
Correct. Correct. Well, I'm sorry I had to rush you, brother, but once again, the Gold Star family's a priority on this, and Ryan Weaver was exceptional and compassionate, and got him. He really. The show was about them, and that's what we had to make it. And we thank Ryan Weaver once again for taking the time to put his segment aside and really focus on the Gold Star families that were in studio just to promote the motorcycle memorial ride on the 16th. But I thank Ryan for doing that.
Yeah, it was nice to have them mingle, and like they didn't know each other, but now they seem like almost family because they have that connection, which is not a connection you want to have, but they bring them all together, and you're not alone.
They walked out of here.
Make those connections.
What?
It was good to make those connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And you could see the difference in their faces when they walked out of here. They felt like they were supported, and Ryan's words really held true with them. They felt like, wow, someone does care,
I think that ride's going to be successful.
Me too. And I think everybody's got to come out on the 13th, Black and Gold Harley Davidson. Go onto our webpage, check it out, and you'll see, come out, support. And it doesn't matter if you have a motorcycle or a Jeep, a scooter, Bronco, whatever you got. Let's get out there and support the family. And brother, I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, I will be there tomorrow, and I've actually pulled out a Raiders jersey. I'm going to wear the jersey to the game.
Very, very cool. Very, very
nice.
Cool. Yeah, me and Mongo, on behalf of Lori Montoya and her neighbors, I guess her
season ticket friends
gave us tickets to the Raider game over in Las Vegas, and I'm going to be taking my son-in-law for his birthday, and you're going to be taking Roxy, right? Because your dog passed his puppy school.
Yep. Yeah, the dog passed puppy school, and they're going to accept her into their system. I was surprised. It's a really nice kennel. They have different play areas, but two of the play areas have like full-size trampolines that are at ground level. And apparently she got on that trampoline and she just jumped for like the entire time. She had a blast.
Fantastic. What? You're gonna get back from Vegas. You're gonna be like, you know what? Take your freaking dog back. Fail. Big F.
They did mention on a report card that she's very high energy.
Yeah.
She's sweet, but she's very high energy. Well, no shit.
Oh, yeah, I know. We got the new puppy at home, and he's eating rocks. He's eating poker chips. He's eating everything, putting everything in his mouth. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, it's so hard. It's like having a child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
at least a child you can strap down into a seat.
A
puppy he just runs
all over the place. He's eating everything, napkins. I mean, I'm finger swiping stuff out of his throat. He had a poker chip, and I hear him chewing on something. I'm like, what the hell is he chewing on? And all of a sudden, I put my finger in his mouth, and I feel his tongue, and I'm like, oh, there's no rock in there. But then I go back a little further, right in the back of his throat. He's got
like a hamster.
He's got a poker chip. I'm like, when? He took it off the counter. I'm like, oh my God, Ryder, stop it. Stop eating this stuff.
I had a dog that used to knock over the beer bottles on the coffee table so he could drink the beer.
Oh. Well, he was fitting in at home.
You know.
Look what mom's doing.
I wasn't mad at it.
All right, brother. We have definitely passed our time. I want to thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. And have a safe flight, bro.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good week. See you, Pitbull.
See ya, bud.
Bye.
Be good. Once again, man, what an amazing, amazing show.
Mhm.
You know, this is probably one of the best inspirational shows we've had in a long time. You know, when we honor and try to bring back our community, our veterans, our first responders.
I want to go back.
Sing it, Pitbull, sing it.
Ryan
Come on,
Weaver
baby,
song.
come on,
I want to
baby.
go back.
I want to go back. All
And
right.
that song is on our website. You can check it on there and YouTube and Facebook for Ryan Weaver. Check out his music. It's amazing.
Yeah, I tell you, that's something you play in a car, man, because that's going to make you feel good. It's feel good
Mhm.
music. And like I said, it's going to just put some wind in your sails. When you think negative, it's going to put the power back in faith again. So thank you all for tuning in. Next week, we're probably going to be in a little different studio, a little different setup. We're
We're
going to
getting
see
fancy.
we're going to see how comfortable we can get on that.
He's got to wear
And
pants.
I got to wear pants, and we're gonna change it up a little bit. We'll see how you guys like it, how we like it, and
Let us
see if it
know.
works. Let us
Chime
know.
in.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, August 13th, Black and Gold Harley. Definitely come out and support all of our organizations, foundations, and nonprofits. Come out to Celebrity Softball, Baggers and
Betty's August 22nd.
at August 22nd at Texas Harley Davidson.
$1,000 first place, baby.
Once again, man, get off your phone and get back into the community. Meet, greet, and explore the things that
Do
you
something.
can change. Until next week, if you could be anything in this world, be kind. Peace.